Say for like last night.
A crocodile versus a stingray.
Like 3 different variations of incline, 4 different variations of flat chest. If like the rat's dead, stop hitting the rat against the wall. Right, it's dead.
True.
Walk away, leave it alone. Like you keep going and do. I've got to do incline machine press, and I've got to do an incline dumbbell press now. How many? There's only you need to do it once. So it used to always be chest. I love pressing. And then I tore the pec, so it's
Kind of ruined it.
Yeah, it's not as fun.
Like the escape room or whatever. Just if you could be locked in a room with one person, who would it be? Welcome to the Peak Collective podcast with myself, Shane.
Myself, Luca.
And we are here to chat no BS and just fitness. And we are back with Neal again for the Q&A special.
Welcome.
Thank you.
So we put out on the Instagram stories across the week to try and get some questions in to ask you about your lifestyle, current training split, through the competitions, and kind of see if you can quick fire round off these.
Sounds good.
Feel comfortable with this? Yeah.
Send them over.
So I'll let you read out the top one, Luca.
Alright, go on. Favourite pro bodybuilders past and present.
So we can split
like
we'll
maybe
go past first.
3?
Yeah.
3 or 4?
That's a good one. It's probably more than 3 or 4.
Okay, cool.
I'd say like my favourite past, 100% without doubt, Lee Priest.
Okay.
Absolute insane, like mad structure, just crazy genetics. Like,
Was he like the poster boy for you?
yeah, I think because obviously my sort of category would be 212s, just the shorter guys that are, and for like Lee Priest again, who was just like, he beat Ronnie at one point for a guy who's his size, but just the most insane arms, like legs, like delts, just, and even now he still looks amazing at his age. So Lee Priest 100% probably my favourite all time, and then Marcus Roll back then as well, because I'm more into the sort of mass freaks. So 100% Marcus Roll would be
Size.
Just absolute freaking nature, didn't look human. And I'd say probably Flex Lewis as well, again 212, but I'd always wanted to see
The short kings out here.
it always was a dream, like see Flex Lewis versus Lee Priest, at the very best. I think that would be like the dream clash, So I'd say probably they're my top 3. And Jay Cutler. Jay Cutler was Mr. Olympia when I really got into bodybuilding, so he was a sort of big influence on me as well.
And current
ones are some really good guys. I love Sean Clarida, who again 212. He's like, I think he's 5'2" or something, but again similar to like, you could not stack a pound more muscle on his frame. He's just insane, the amount of muscle he carries for a guy his size. And again, he's won the Mr. Olympia at 212. He's won an open show. He's just, again, his work ethic and his this frame and structure is just insane. Probably as well, who else do I like? I'm a big fan of some of the UK guys. I like Lewis Breed. He's really good. James Hollinshead, they put a lot of good stuff out that like I'll watch and listen to. So I'd say they'd probably be the current guys that I do like.
Nice.
Yeah. Unconventional names. I thought you would have gone more Chris Bumstead sort of route. Obviously, Ronnie, Arnold, sort of them. You've gone kind of.
I'm never really a classic guy. As you can tell, I'm not a classic kind of
aesthetic
guy. So it was definitely the freaks more than anything.
Yeah.
And the short freaks even better.
Short kings. Okay, second question from the stories then. Daily protein intake leading up to your show. So I'm assuming from your 22-week period. Does that change? What did it look like?
So daily protein we got really low, the protein would go up, but would be average around about 260 to 280 grams a day. And then so food would be reasonably high. We're still up to the last couple of weeks of the British, we're still on 2,700 calories, so we're still on a lot of food. Well, I was starving at that point, but protein kind of remained close to the same, but as the carbs really came low, then we'd increase the protein then a little bit as well, but we were averaging around.
What was your main protein sources, would you say?
Protein sources are chicken breast, lean mince, 5% lean mince, eggs, and yeah, that was the main part. And I would have a little bit of whey with my. I'd have some oats and whey. But the meal before bed, that'd be like I'd start 100 grams of oats, then it was 50 grams of oats, then it was 25 grams of oats. So it was
really went down.
Then, I think it was no oats at one point. It was just protein shake with a tiny bit of fats and nut butter, a bit of almonds. So yeah.
Question number 3.
Where am I looking here? This one here. Current PED stack and training split. This one person really wants to know how to get the size of you, I think.
They want to know how to unlock that for Greek, look.
So, training split we touched on the last episode, but generally I train 3 days on, 1 day off. And it's the old school bro split, you know. Legs, push-pull legs never work for me. I just find that, like, when I'm training chest, I can't then give everything into really hammer and destroy my delts and my traps and shoulders. So I like to separate all the main muscle groups and really hammer them from every angle. So yeah, it'd be normally it's like a back day, chest day, legs, and then shoulders, and we do a rest and we repeat. I do split my leg training day up, so one would be quad dominant, and we'd have a sort of hamstring tying dominant day, but we do a little bit of quads in there as well. So that's my split.
With that, do you have any sets you normally do per muscle group, or
generally I'm normally 3, maybe 4 sometimes, but yeah, and then we'll always aim for probably 8 to 12, but we'll always work to failure each set. 3 normally 3 to 4, never more than 4.
And how many exercises typically, like?
So I trained chest today, and we done start off with chest, pec deck, incline press on split machine, went to decline Panetta machine press, and then we finished with they have a Panetta fly, so we finish up again with some flies. So 4 moves for chest, normally about 5 moves for back. I always say, like, make the quality of the sets instead of doing more, and like 3 different variations of incline, 4 different variations of flat chest. If the rat's dead, stop hitting the rat against the wall. Right, it's dead.
True.
Walk away, leave it alone. Like, you keep going and I've got to do incline machine press, and I've got to do an incline dumbbell press. Now, how many? There's only, you need to do it once. Do it properly. Take your time with the reps. Quality reps, quality sets. And yeah, I think sometimes people can do just too much.
I was literally talking to a guy that was asking for advice the other day, where he literally did, I think it was like 6 chest exercises, each one 5 sets of 12 reps.
I've seen it so many times.
And he's only been training for like a couple months. And I was like, mate, like, how are you doing so many sets of chest? And he was like, what I've learned is 5 sets of 12 for everything, right?
Yeah. And it's probably easy to just grow or respond.
Well, that's the thing, is like, for me, it's just, I'm more similar to you. Depending on the muscle group, but like 3 to 5 exercises, and 3 to 5 sets, I'd say, depending on my blocks. I kind of block it out. But yeah, I just think if you can do way more than that for like 10 to 12 reps, like, you've kept a lot in the tank.
You're not pushing hard.
You're doing like 7 sets of like 12.
Like,
like,
I'm doing 5 sets. Stop what you're doing, walk away.
Yeah.
Like, it's too much.
Like, how much you leave in the tank for the first 5 sets to get to like 7, 8 sets of like 10 to 12 reps? Like, Jesus Christ.
It's too much. And like I said, train harder in them sets, more intensity into them, and then you're going to get far more out. And quality over quantity with everything. It was about PEDS. To be honest, I think we touched on this like before. Like, obviously, a good friend of mine passed away last year, and then I won't really talk about PEDS on socials. As I've been a gym manager, I have a lot of young 16, 17-year-olds that follow me on social media. So I think everything that happened last year made me wake up. I have a responsibility to not just broadcast like out there. I don't deny what I do, but if anyone messaged me like personally, I'm now happy to drop them over my cycle. But I think obviously I have a responsibility then to not put that stuff out there where there's young lads who can be sort of what's the word?
Irresponsible, if you like.
Inspired.
Yeah. Who can, like, you can have an impact on that and then think, oh, that's what Neal's doing, I should.
You see it, man. Like, look at the socials. There's like 19-year-olds like your size, because the amount of PEDs they've gone on and trained for like a year now.
It came out a cool
crazy.
thing. Everyone wanted to talk about on social media what gear to take and what PEDs. And like for me, it's just not me. I don't want to see a kid me talking about that and then decide impressionable. That was the word I was looking. I don't want to see someone young look at that and then jump on something not knowing what they're doing, what they're getting into. So I'd rather them message me and obviously then I'd speak to them. And anyone that wants to know my cycle, I'll happily like do it privately. But for me, I promised after what happened last year that I wouldn't post that stuff online.
I think the most important thing with something like that is just hire a coach that knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
If you really want to compete or you really want to get to like that kind of size, like hire you or hire someone that has gone through that, understands. Because I think most of these guys just go on like an ungodly amount of steroids when realistically at that starting point they probably wouldn't even need to take all that.
Yeah, no, it's insane. The first thing I'll ask them is how many calories you're on. Can't tell me. Or what you're training.
How long you've been training for.
So if you actually dig into it, like you're not actually even going to get anything from it.
You're not even at high intensity, let alone genetic peak. Like you're miles off.
Yeah, 100%. And I'm not here saying I don't do it, but for me as well, I'll always be honest with people. But again, for me, I'll do that if they come and message me or approach me.
Like you do it
I'll have a chat with them. But for me, it's just too many young people that are impressionable, and I certainly don't want anyone seeing that to go, okay, Neal's doing that, I'm going to do this.
Do you have any other questions?
Yes. So we got one question in. What year did you go to school?
What year did I go to school?
People want to know.
Just 1 year. Not a year.
Well, I said, what year were you in school?
What, as in like the start of school?
I don't know.
What year did I go to school? God, it was so long ago now. It'd be 1990 I started.
What, primary school or secondary school?
Primary school. I'm 38 now, so when you start 4, isn't it? So I was 86.
Damn, man.
So when did you start secondary school?
I wasn't born yet.
No, neither was I. I'm the young pup.
Year 8.
Year 7 would have
To
been.
1998?
Year 7, you're like 11. When were you 11? 98? 97?
87. 87, I was 11.
You mean 97?
97, sorry.
97, I was like, no way.
I'm actually 48.
He had me in the landing rooms last night, and I was like, brain's gone over. Like, numbers are involved, and maths involved. I'm just like, I'm going to stand in the corner and just be quiet over here and glaze out.
1997ish, I still wasn't born.
Damn,
you?
I was 4.
Oh, right.
Yeah. It's weird because like now we're like this age, it doesn't feel as much of an age gap.
No,
but when you're a kid, like when I was 4, you were in secondary school. That's a weird thing,
Yeah,
right?
I started secondary school and I was -2.
Wow.
You're 99.
Yeah, I'm 99.
Jesus. I feel like 97.
I'm old, you have to rub it in anymore.
Jesus.
No.
It's
Hey,
99.
I wanted to know.
So you were only 2 years old when the 2 towers happened.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Sorry,
I feel old. Cool. Any other questions or a question you wanted to ask or anything?
No, that's it for that one. Questions I want to ask. What's your favourite training day?
So it used to always be chest. I love pressing. And then I tore the pec, so it just
Kind of ruined it.
Yeah, it's not as fun as
Sorry,
it used to be. Mate, I love everything.
Yeah,
I generally
you just love
everything.
it.
Like, I still love training chest. Obviously, I train how I train.
What a
Back for
boring
me
answer.
like back for me was probably my most stubborn part. We put up the old pictures, and now for me by far, like from the
Back's like your best shot.
We hit lat spread and rear double by. But again, that was because it was non-existent. I really had to concentrate and get that mind muscle connection with my back. So that's become, and again, where you train, the quality of the equipment and stuff allows you to hit a lot better. Legs again has probably been one of the parts that we had to make the most improvements on. Again, it's love-hate, but I feel I get the most out of a really savage leg day. You walk out of the gym and you're like,
You don't walk out the gym, that's the issue.
Yeah,
I tend to have to come pick you up.
I've seen you when you have to sit outside. Just
back
knee wraps off. Just
that back pump kicks in. I'm normally like for about 20 minutes, asking Shane, can you come to carry my bag for me?
No.
Mate, you'll get it when you
Yeah, it'll come to me.
give
Trust
it
me.
15 years, mate.
Oh. Any other questions, Gio? I'm going to think of another one on top of my head.
Ah, good.
If you could be, say for like last night.
A crocodile versus a stingray.
No,
Careful, guys. This is one of Peter's dodgy questions.
No, we're not going to say again.
Could be in trouble.
Like last night, right? Like the escape room or whatever. Just if you could be locked in a room with one person, who would it be? No, like
There's several
someone like Flex
answers
Lewis.
that
Would you want to be trapped in with, or like a role model, or?
No, you're probably going to go for a model.
Oh, no, prime peak Pamela Anderson.
Well, that's why you took it. That's why you took it, man. What stays in the room? What happens in the room stays in the room.
To be fair, judging from your performance, you escaped room yesterday. I didn't think you were escaping.
Whoever I'm with, we're fucked. I tell you.
Yeah.
Probably need someone a bit smarter. But I'm not saying Pam Anderson's not the brains, but probably someone that actually knows how to get out of them.
Just that first puzzle, just be like.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure I could have bust through them walls. They were a bit light.
They were a bit flimsy, to be fair. Yeah.
Could have got out at least something.
Fair enough. Anything from you?
I'm good.
Nah. And that's the Q&A wrapped up right there.
Thank you,
Nice
Neal.
to have you back
Awesome,
on, buddy.
guys. Good to be back, man. I'm looking forward to this session.
Yeah,
we'll
buddy. Let's do it soon.
Yeah, we'll do training.
Cool.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, bro.